Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to Tìandtarot. Today's reading is all about who is spooked by you. So this essentially means who is intimidated by you. Who are you freaking out? So this could be, a romantic pursuit. Maybe someone is feeling intimidated to approach you, they're feeling nervous, they're feeling anxious, but in the best of ways. It could also be, somebody at work who is intimidated by you, or someone in your kind of creative field who is intimidated by you. It could be just a friend of yours, somebody around you who is either intimidated, impressed, doesn't know how to approach you, that kind of situation. So we're going to be getting into basically all about this person and who they are. So today's pick a pile reading has 3 piles. We have pile 1, 2, and 3. For pile 1, we have this Smokey quartz. For pile 2, we have this Carnelian druzy crescent moon. And for pile 3, we have some mahogany jasper palm stone. Once you have chosen your pile, there will be a timestamp in the description box below where you can go find your pile, and I will meet you there. Bye. Okay, hello pile 1, welcome to a reading all about who is spooked by you. So you chose the smoky quartz, which I will place here. And let's get into your card. So you have the Knight of Sticks. So immediately I feel like this is somebody who is romantically interested in you, just because we do have the Knight card here. This could be someone in a kind of creative field alongside you, or someone that you maybe meet up with when you do like hobbies. So say you do things like maybe you go to the gym a lot and that's kind of your hobby. It could be someone from there. Let's say you go pottery painting a lot. It could be someone from there. Maybe you have like a crochet or jewelry making class or art class, yoga class, anything like that. Some sort of creative kind of outside hobby that you are interested in. Maybe you go surfing or walk your dog every day or something. It's somebody who meets you often or sees you a lot in these kind of situations, and they've definitely got the hots for you. They are in the flames right now. They are too intimidated to come up to you. They have like rosy cheeks, super embarrassed, super shy. I think you come across as unapproachable, and not in like a negative way, but in a way where they think, oh, this person's out of my league. Absolutely not. They're gonna say no to me. Why would I? Why would I even try? So I think there's not really anything you can do about that. That's not really your issue. But I do just feel a sense of insecurity from this person when it comes to approaching you or talking to you. And I think in this situation, you kind of have to trust your gut. If you think, you know what, I think I know who this could be, maybe ask them out, maybe make the first move. If you have your eye on somebody and you're kind of attracted to them and you don't know if, maybe the vibe is there, maybe it isn't, this is kind of just encouraging you to give it a go and see. At the end of the day, the worst they can say is no. And when you get a no in life, it just means there's something better for you, and this was not a situation that was meant for you. So, it's always worth a try, and trust your gut with this situation. If you want to see this person, and if you don't, trust what your intuition is kind of telling you. With this person, because of this like fiery energy, I do feel like this is like an Aries or a Sag, or maybe even a Leo. So I do think they've got the bravery within them to ask you out. I just feel like they don't think it will happen. So it's not a lack of bravery, it's more so a lack of hope. But they act instinctively. So it could be one day they're just like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. Like, so it could just be that for the most part they just are ruled by their fears. And then one day they're just like, I'm gonna give it a go. I just have to. Like, I can't walk past this person every day and not say anything. I definitely think you will be enthralled by this person. Like, I do think you will be super into them, because it's always like flattering if someone's like head over heels for you. So I do think you're going to be really impressed by them. You're going to love their creative side, and also once you get to know them, you'll realize they are this kind of extroverted, fiery person. So I do think you really like that about them. They're very witty, very clever. Like, creative people tend to be fast-witted and kind of clever and have these really great kind of comebacks to things and great jokes. They have these like great jokes at the ready, so yeah, I definitely think you're going to have a lot of fun with this person. I think I see so much happiness and adventure if this situation can kickstart, if they're not too spooked out by you. So yeah, let me get into their potential star signs. Okay, so we have two. We have Aries, which I did mention. So we have adventurous, energetic, courageous, enthusiastic, confident, impulsive, and impatient. And then we also have, hold on, let me pop this under here. We also have Aquarius, which is so cute because Aquarius is like the best friend of Aries. So maybe you guys have like just such an immediate like hit it off kind of energy once you get to talking. Kind of feels like you've known each other forever. But this is friendly, honest, loyal, inventive, intellectual, contrary, unemotional. I think for some of you it could be someone who just wants to be your friend and doesn't know how to talk to you, and maybe they're a bit shy and they kind of are hoping you will just initiate these things. So that is what I'm seeing there. So very two energy. These are two energies where when they come together, it's like, those friends who they'll say one word and for some reason the word isn't even funny. The situation's not even funny, but you're just crying, like tears, crying, streaming, can't breathe because it's so funny to you. This is like those two energies. They're both really chaotic, and when they come together, they create this like whirlwind that just no one is prepared for. It's like the two people that your boss just cannot get to focus. They're like trying to run a meeting and these two people are just not paying attention because they're too busy joking and being fools. Like, this is the energy between the two of you coming through. But yeah, definitely they could be an Aries or an Aquarius. And I wanted to see, just to kind of help you identify who this person could be, if they have any sort of significant qualities that we need to sort of know about. Oh, this one came out. Oh, okay, so you have the Spy Master, knowledge and distrust. So immediately with this card, with the key up the top, I do feel like someone here, either you or they hold the power to this situation, to unlock this situation and kind of get things rolling. But they can't find it. Like, a crow is really good at finding shiny things and it's right there, and yet the crow hasn't seen it. So I feel like this situation is kind of like the key to your fun, new, exciting adventure. But you guys just can't really like find each other because of this kind of lack of initiation, this lack of kind of active energy that's being put into the situation. Like, no one is approaching the other one. And I feel like they don't trust that you're not gonna like break their heart. So I feel like they are distrustful. But if they set their mind to it, they could easily get what they want. Like, they're a great person, they're very like amazing and wonderful, but I just don't know if they know that. And you also have the Walker, the unknown, and a journey. Yeah, I feel like this person you guys could just have so much fun. There's two like bird cards here, which is giving me like air energy, and I feel like, which is Aquarius. And I feel like you guys could literally have so much fun. Like, it feels like you're flying in the clouds, but there's just something holding this person back. And I think it's the fact that you are spooky to them. You spook them out. So, you are intimidating, I think, to approach. But that's nothing to do with you. That's not like anything you can kind of fix. That's more how they are perceiving you. But I definitely feel like you guys have so many adventures ahead, but it's just whether or not it can actually happen. That's kind of the unknown. If you guys are ready to, swallow your pride and your fear and just be courageous and actually ask the other one out, then this thing could happen. Like, so yeah. And I kind of wanted to know the nature of this connection as well. I'm just curious now. So I just want to know what the nature of this connection will be. Okay, so you have 2 cards. So you have curiosity and hope. You guys are just going to be exploring so much together and actually finally feeling hopeful about your love life and your connections. Like, you might actually, if you guys spend time together, you might actually see a future here. And it could feel so happy and like amazing for you guys. Okay, so that is your reading, pile 1. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. And if you felt drawn to any other piles, please feel free to check those out. And if not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays, hopefully, for another reading on Tìandtarot. Bye. Okay, hello pile 2, welcome to your reading. This is your reading all about who is spooked by you. So let's get into your cards. Oh, you have the Ace of Coins. Okay. The fact that this is coins makes me feel like this could easily be someone in some sort of work situation, or say you're like a university student. It could be like a mentor or like a somebody around you who is maybe feeling, I wouldn't say envious. I would say but if I did say envious, it would be positive. Like, they admire and respect your talent. They can see it. Like, they see your potential, they recognize it, and they want you to have somebody who can kind of light the way for you. But I just don't think they know how to approach you about it, because it can be like weird if someone came up to you and was like, I see the vision here, I'm gonna help you. Like, that would be so weird if someone was like, I could help you get all these things. Like, you wouldn't really trust it. So I feel like they just don't know how to approach the situation, but they kind of see your talent and see your capabilities, and they're kind of biting their tongue because they really want to offer you advice and help, but just don't know how to do it. Like, you know how at university you kind of, lecturers will have these, free free office hours that you can go and visit them, and it's so that way they can sort of offer you guidance and advice on, okay, you want to publish a book, this is how you do it. Okay, you want to become a lawyer, this is how you do it. And they kind of provide you this advice to help you through. They show you the next steps, they show you what forms you need to fill out, what websites you need to be on, where you need to sign up, and things like that. Like, they can really blaze the way for you. So I'm getting that kind of energy. Like, this is somebody who is either like a friend in class or at work, or it's somebody who is potentially some sort of mentor to you, or could be. Like, they have the potential to be. So I do feel like this person is just spooked in the sense of they don't know how to offer this advice. They don't know how to provide you with this suggestion. They don't know how to say, hey, I'm here if you need it, kind of thing. But if you guys did collaborate on whatever this like material project is, so it could be, again, your degree at university, it could be like your doctorate or whatever that you're working towards, or it could be somebody at work who is potentially like a manager or a more senior role, and you're just, you've just started out, maybe you're in the kind of beginner role. It's like they want to show you the way and help you and guide you, but they feel too intimidated by you. They think that like you would either find them strange for like offering this advice, or they think you're really cool. They don't know how to say, hey, I could help you with this, or they think it would almost come across as condescending to be like, you need help in this area, I could do that. Like, it's almost like a little bit mansplaining, or like, condescending. It doesn't feel great sometimes. To some people, depends who you're talking to. If someone's like, I think you're really good at this, but here's how you can improve, some people take that well and other people don't, and I think they just don't know how you would respond. Maybe they think you're a bit fiery. But I'm getting, like, because of the coins, I am getting earth sign energy. So that's Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And I'm definitely feeling like this is like a mentor or a friend. So, or a potential mentor or potential friend. And I do think if you actually combined forces with them, you would achieve a lot of success. I do think they would really help you figure out how to invest, how to do this, how to figure out your dreams and realize them and actualize them and make them tangible. They would help you with your financial future goals. Okay. So let's get into some star signs to see who this person could be. Okay, so you have 2 cards here. You have Cancer and you have Leo. So that says emotional, loving, intuitive, imaginative, shrewd, cautious, protective, sympathetic. And then with Leo over here, we have generous, warm-hearted, expansion, faithful, loving, pompous, patronizing, bossy. Yeah, so with Leo, there is definitely an air of success. It's ruled by the sun, and the sun is all about those kind of things, those kind of on-paper successes. So they could definitely kind of unlock that for you. But I do think that they are quite a cautious person. With shrewd and cautious over here, I think they are worried about how it would come across. They don't want you to be offended or upset by them sort of saying, here's a space for improvement, here's how you could fix this or do that. But this is such a generous person that they want to, but they just don't want to come across as pompous or patronizing, because they definitely have been called those things in the past. They have the potential to be those things. They are a bossy person, but it's coming from a good place. It's coming from like a warm-hearted, generous place of someone who wants to help you kind of realize your dream and unlock your kind of potential. But I definitely feel like this person as well, they would be really, really embarrassed if you were like rude to them because they offered this help. Because of the emotional element over here with Cancer, I do feel like they just have such a nurturing energy and they just want to help, but it would genuinely wound their feelings if you were like, I don't need your help. Like, so I think that's one of the reasons why they won't kind of be approaching you, or will struggle to. They may in the end do it, but I think they might struggle initially. And then I just wanted some characteristics of this person just to help Pyle to figure out who this is. Who is this person? What are their most prominent traits? Okay, you have the Walker, the Unknown, and a Journey. We also had that one in Pile 1. So I feel like this person really could help you unlock your potential with the fact that there is the unknown there. It's like it really could pay the way for you that is kind of you unseen right now, especially in terms of your financial world, and kind of take you on this journey and guide you very much like a mentor would, to a path that maybe it would have taken you longer to find on your own, or you may never have found on your own. So and you also have the Dancer, self-expression and strength. Yeah, I think they want you to release your full potential. Like, they really see something in you. They do see the fact that you are a talented person, that you have this creativity within you. But I do also think that's really intimidating. Like, when you think of dancing, what I think of is people who dance really well, and I am not one of them. So it can be really like intimidating to go up to someone that you have kind of built up in your head to be this like a very unapproachable person. I do feel like they feel you are unapproachable in the sense of they just don't know you well enough to know how you would react. And I do think that I was getting the energy that maybe they've witnessed you be a bit fiery before. Maybe, let's say, if you're in like studying like a degree at university, and let's say you are very passionate about your ideas in class and you aren't afraid to vocalize them, that may have given them an indication that maybe you wouldn't be receptive to this kind of help and guidance, and may view it as like offensive for someone to come up to you and kind of say, hey, you could fix this. Or hey, invest in this. Like, you might find it condescending that they would even assume that you don't know to do that already. So that's how they're perceiving you. They're very much projecting, because that's not who you are. They've just seen you be passionate and be strong and bold, and move through life very much like a dancer, and they are concerned that they're going to get the backlash from that if they approach you. Okay, and I wanted to see what the nature of this connection is. What will this connection bring if it goes ahead? Passion. Yeah, I think they're going to help you be really passionate about what it is you enjoy at work, or in terms of how to make money. You're going to make money in a way that follows your passions, follows your dreams. You're going to have so much passion, especially with dancer here. So I feel like this person could really help you to see that you have so much passion for a certain specific thing, and that passion could take you really far if you know the right steps to do it. Because a lot of people can have a lot of passion about a subject, but they just don't know how to get into it. Like, let's say they want to be a writer and they just don't know how to get their foot in the door to even begin. No one's letting them in, no one's hiring them. They might know all the tricks of the trade to getting you in, so let's say you're like a really passionate dancer, since we do have that here, and no one's hiring you again, and you've been to so many auditions where you've danced for 8 hours, not had a break, not had a glass of water, and still you didn't get the job. And it's not through lack of passion, it's not through lack of talent, it's through maybe a lack of connection or something like that. And so they kind of help you network in order to get the right things. So it's somebody like that. And I do feel like this person is just too embarrassed to come up to you, basically. Through fear of kind of rejection and backlash in this situation. Because they've just got this nurturing energy, and to have that shunned would just hurt them. So, yeah. That is what I'm seeing for you, pile 2. If you felt drawn to any other piles, please feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week, hopefully on Fridays, for another reading on Tìandtarot. Bye. Okay, hello pile 3, welcome to your reading. This is all about who is spooked by you, who is intimidated by you right now. So you chose the Mahogany, Jasper, Palmstone, and you actually got a few cards. So you have the 8, 9, 10, and Page of Sticks. That really makes me feel like, with this situation, the fact that we have everything in succession, like Page, 10, 9, 8, it's kind of building up to something. So this person, whether they're like intimidated by you, whether they know you or don't, this is going to come to some sort of like resolution. Resolution will be met regarding this situation. This person feels like it feels like someone you know, first of all. And I feel like you have these really mixed emotions about them. And those mixed emotions can be solved by making a decision and acting on that. So here, this ghost looks a bit annoyed. This one just looks done with everything. This one looks kind of content, and this one looks really happy. So this person kind of makes you fluctuate in terms of your emotions. Like, one day they annoy you, sometimes you get along. And this person is very spooked by you. And I think that's what kind of drives the fact that they really irritate you. Like, they do a lot of behaviors that bother you kind of intentionally. This could be someone a bit more immature than you, someone slightly naive, and they resort to like petty things. And it's because you guys currently are not on good terms. You are currently not friends. You are not, aligned right now. But this kind of indicates that if you let this person in, they actually have a lot of ideas that are really helpful. Like, I feel a lot of creativity here. I feel a lot of creative ideas. This person could be a really great business partner, or if, let's say, you want to start like a podcast with someone, because I'm trying to think of something creative as an example. But let's say you want to start a podcast with somebody. This person could be a really great person to do that with, because they are full of ideas, but you are the also very valuable other half of that, which is the practical person. The person who sees visions through, who actually puts the work into those ideas, and they see that and they feel intimidated by that because they know that is an area they are lacking in. They have enough self-awareness to be, reflective of the fact that you have what they don't have, and I do think that causes a lot of envy within this person, the fact that you are able to get up and just do things. They see it as like it just being easy for you when it's not easy. It takes effort, it takes action, and you're just putting that in, where they struggle to do that. And while it may be harder for some than others, I think they see you as someone who effortlessly achieves these things when that's not true, and that might be creating a lot of resentment on their side. On your side, because they resent you and they kind of provoke you, they are annoying to you. I don't think these are like big behaviors that they are doing. I think it's like small annoying things. I don't know, like throwing little pieces of paper at you and then pretending it wasn't them. Like small things like that are just so irritating and so immature. And it makes you like done with this person. But then other times, if you guys actually combine forces, you would actually get along and have so much more fun, and this could resolve the entire situation. They feel a little bit like a Sag, to be honest. Because Sages can be your worst enemy, but like your best friend when like you actually get along. So that's kind of what I'm feeling there. And I feel like they kind of take an easy road on life, but you don't grow when things are easy, and I think that's why you have this element of maturity that they don't have, and you're here to be a part of their life in a way that helps them grow and overcome situations, and they're here to give you those creative bursts, those inspirations, and show you how to take life a little bit less seriously. I think this person sees that you kind of schedule the things you prioritize in life, and they struggle with that. They always see you saying yes to everything and doing everything and taking all these things on your back, and they very much take a no approach to things. So I think they kind of teach you that you don't have to accept everything that is kind of put in front of you. Every piece of work that is put on your desk, you don't have to do those things. I think they teach you that, but you also teach them that maybe they should get a bit more active and do a bit more work. Yeah, I feel like this person drains your energy. I do feel like while they might make a good friend and a good ally, if they drain your energy a lot, you need to evaluate like whether or not it's actually worth it to invest time into this person, because if it's not, that's completely valid. They're not owed you being like ready to meet them halfway. But this does feel like a Leo, Aries, Sag, like very fiery. I think the best place to start is removing their like negative influence or impact that they have on you, and then from there, once that's gone, once they're kind of out of the picture, then you're in a good space to evaluate how you want to approach the situation. So kind of like spending less time with them to kind of clear your head and think about what you want. But I do think this person could equally be like a great influence on you and a terrible one. So it just depends on whether or not you guys are aligned. And the thing is, you won't be aligned until they get rid of that jealousy that they have, which you can't do. That's not something that's within your capabilities. So you might just have to step away from this person until they're more mature, until they've grown up a bit, and they know how to be a respectful person. Hi, baby. Hello. So let's get some star signs to see a little bit more about who this person could be. Okay, so we have a Leo here with generous, warm-hearted, expansion, faithful, loving, pompous, patronizing, bossy, creatively, playfully, powerfully, moodily. And then you also have Scorpio, October. So I think things are coming to a head in October. This is going to be resolved either through conflict resolution or some other means. But this says determination, intuitive, powerful, passionate, exciting, obsessive, and secretive. Jealously, passionately, intensely. Yeah, I feel like this person's a little bit moody, and they are very, very jealous. And when they are jealous, they are moody. So when you're on the bad side, and that's through no fault of your own, they're like the worst person to be around. But when you're on their good side, they can really bring in so much success for you, because we have like Leo sun energy here. So It's just about whether or not you guys can see eye to eye at some point, and if you can, that would be great. But this jealousy is coming from this intimidation. They are spooked out by how they're jealous of the fact that you're able to approach life in a way that is much more realistic and mature than they are. And rather than work on those insecurities and then approach life in a much more mature and organised fashion, they'd rather just pretend you're the problem, and be moody about that. But on the flip side, to the people that they aren't jealous of, they can be generous, warm-hearted, kind. They can be a great person to be around. This feels like a powerful person. Like, they have a lot of influence over people. They might be very popular. And so I think they're almost a valuable friend to have, but they are not a nice enemy to have. So, keep your distance if you so wish. So let's get some personality traits from this person. Okay, this one. The adventurer. Responsibility, expectations. Yeah, I feel like they definitely, they want to be a more responsible person, but they're just not. I think they've got a lot on their sort of to-do list. And so when they see you just tackling all your projects, they are jealous of that. So let's say you both work at the same hospital and you manage to see all 50 patients that you had scheduled for the day and then some, and also manage to help out on A&E and I don't know how hospitals work, but yeah. They can see you helping out in other wards, helping other doctors. Meanwhile, they've only gotten through 3 patients and they're just not focused and diligent, and they then get jealous of that, and that creates this kind of explosive energy. But that's on them, And then we also have the merchant with self-worth and trade, and it's in reverse. So I definitely feel like your kind of ability to handle things in a mature, responsible, and proactive way makes them reflect on their own self-worth. They feel like it is a direct reflection and criticism of themselves, and they get really jealous of that, and they feel intimidated by you, which is kind of creating this unbalance. The thing is, you guys are kind of like the perfect match in this kind of creative pursuit or project you both have in mind. You would be great friends, very well balanced and well harmonized, but they just can't move past this jealousy, and that's what's kind of creating the problem here. You also had the astronomer with discovery and augury. So I feel like this person very much is the creative person with the ideas. They're not really the responsible person. We also have the tailor with attention to detail and pride. Yeah, they've got too much pride to intervene here and fix the problem. If a hand were to be outreached, it would likely be yours, but only if you so wish to. I don't think it would be them extending this kind of truce. So that would be on your part. And then I also have the alchemist here for you, which again, balance, intervention, and destruction. If you guys can't find balance, if you guys can't find this common ground to get along, something will intervene, and that will be that kind of conflict resolution. This kind of destruction to the situation will naturally occur if things can't be resolved. You also have the brawler, lack of empathy and confrontation. So I do feel like this is not like a friend. You are very much at wars with this person. You are not on good terms, and it is coming from their side. I do not see it coming from your side. But remember, if there is a confrontation, you have to handle that in a really mature way, and make sure you're communicating effectively and healthily. Even if you are confronting something head on, you can still do so in a very mature way. And we also have the weaver, rediscovery and transition. This implies that once you guys hash it out, there could easily be a transition period. You could easily transition from enemies to friends or enemies to lovers, whatever it is. I don't know the connection between you two. Could be. But there's definitely a transition from one kind of negative relationship to another. And so it could be that you transition from enemies to friends, and you kind of rediscover that you guys are actually pretty cool. Like, and there's not really any beef, and that beef was stupid to have once you kind of hash this situation out. And then, yes, I do see, well, there is like a confrontation. It could lead to this person being a very helpful, influential person to you, and actually you guys creating and collaborating and creating something really great. Yeah, I literally just pulled a card right now. It flipped out straight away. We have creativity, and this represents the connection between the two of you. So you guys are supposed to create something, some sort of creative project. So again, it could be a podcast, could be a book, could be an art piece, it could be like an art installation, it could be like a dance routine, anything creative. You guys are supposed to create that together. That could be the potential here. That could be the connection. They just have to move past the fact that you spooked them out. You freak them out. They see all your good qualities, but that's because they admire you. But they're, instead of taking that admiration and turning that into motivation to do something on their part to, be a better person and feel inspired by you, they're instead using that as a way to say that you are almost challenging them, and that they are jealous of you, therefore they feel like they just can't get along with you. Which is their own problem, and that's holding you guys back from being able to do this creative pursuit or endeavor, and it's very much on their end. But I do feel like you guys clash heads. I feel like there is a mutual dislike here, but I do feel like the jealousy is one-sided. Potentially you're jealous of their ideas, but I don't think you're jealous in a way where that would motivate you to be cruel to this person. I just think the fact that they've approached you in this way has then created this kind of environment, and had they not done that, you guys probably could have been on good terms. But it is going to lead to almost like, hopefully, a good bond. It could not, but it could lead to a good bond and a creative endeavor. So that was your reading, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you felt drawn to any other piles, please feel free to check those out. And if not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays. Hopefully Friday I will post for another reading on Tìandtarot. Bye.